Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and I'm standing next to a 2025 black Dark Horse. And I know what you're thinking, BamaCooley, you've reviewed a Dark Horse a couple years ago or a year and a half ago. Why are you reviewing another one? There's one thing I've learned reviewing cars and working with people on this: never turn down an opportunity to review a fun car or truck, even if you've done it before, especially when you can drive it and give it the business. So come on, let's go. All right, everybody. I'm not going to bore you with the external review and really much of the internal review because everybody knows what the Dark Horse looks like, especially if you're watching this channel. So, you know, it's got the Dark Horse emblems, it's got the splitter up front, diffuser in the back. This one does have the Aero Performance package, so it does have a fin in the back, and it also, from a suspension standpoint, has the 355 torsion rear axle, and of course the performance suspension. So this thing is massively track ready, or I should say it has the track package, not the performance package. The whole Dark Horse is a performance package. But everybody wants to always hear about the engine. This is the 5.0 Coyote V8, naturally aspirated to 500 horsepower and 418 pound-feet of torque. As you can see from the pretty engine cover we have here, got 5.0, we got powered by Ford. We do have the support strut going across here, Mustang Dark Horse. So this will do 0 to 60 in about 4.1, quarter mile in 12.5. So is it the quickest? No. Is it one of the most fun to drive? Abso-freaking-lutely. And I do know that the brakes in this thing from a performance standpoint are rated by some of the best by Car and Driver and Motor Trend, that actually keeps up with Porsches as far as braking from 100 to 0 or 70 to 0 and the amount of time it takes to brake and come to a complete stop. So this thing is hella fun to drive. It sounds amazing, which I took plenty of B-roll of, and that's really what I wanted to do today, was just quickly go over a few things and get in it, take it for a drive, and take you along with me. So it's a pretty day in Tijuana. We're gonna go have some fun. Let's go. All right, everybody. We're going to try to do a Dragy on this Dark Horse real quick before we go on the driving. I was trying to figure out where I could do one, and then it dawned on me that I have about a 250 yard parking lot that I can probably do one on. So we're going to try to do a 0 to 60 time. We are in drag mode. I'm not used to launching this, so if it's a slower time, I don't want to hear any BS comments. We got our auxiliary gauges right here, air to fuel ratios, everything going. We are in drag strip mode. I don't know if this is a launch function because I didn't see it in the modes. So I'm just going to brake torque it, line lock. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. So got the Dragy. I didn't bring the holder to put the phone up on the windshield to put the Dragy on the end thing, so I'll do it. It's on the phone right here. You see it's ready to go. We'll hit the reset button. As you can see, we are at 1612 on the DA, which isn't great, 83 degrees. I've been running this a little bit, so it is heat soaked, but we're going to see what we can do with it. Like I said, if it's a slow time, I don't get a lot of time with these. I don't get a chance to launch them 6, 7, 8, 9 times. So I don't want to hear it. Put it in drive. See, it's a slow time, 4.66. That's not too fast. I was squealing coming out of the brake, so maybe we'll try it one more time. I'm getting in the 4.6s, so the engine's really heat soaked. I've already been running it around this parking lot a little bit today, and maybe I'm not revving it enough. So I don't think it's going to be any better. I was getting 4.66 in a parking lot with a heat soaked engine. 4.1 to 4.2 is what they're supposed to be. So actually, you know what? Screw it. That's not that bad. Okay, these aren't ideal conditions. It's a public parking lot, and this thing's heat soaked. It's 83 degrees with a ton of humidity. So yeah, I'm not worried about it. All right, I'm gonna put it on track mode and we're gonna go driving. You put back to my auxiliary gauges. Yeah, I was a half a second slow, about a half a second slow, 0.4 seconds slow on the 0 to 60, but these aren't ideal conditions. I'm not on a prepped surface. I didn't squill I didn't burn tires to get a better takeoff. It was just line up after it's been running around this parking lot and I've been reviewing it. It was just line up and go. So anybody that says this is slow or my Toyota Camry can do better than this, bullshit. Bullshit. So now we get to go on a drive. I love the way this Mustang sounds. It's absolutely amazing. Oh, another thing too. My air conditioner was on because, like I said, I'm in Alabama and it's hotter than 4 hells down here. I didn't even turn my air conditioner off and pulled a 4.66. So I can live with that. If I can, y'all can. I can live with that. One thing about the Mustangs in general, the newer ones and the Dark Horse, is the graphics. The amount of things you can do with the display, with the infotainment center, you know, looking at all the auxiliary gauges, look at the different modes, all of, you know, of course, all your display changes depending on what mode you're in. Right now we're in sport, so it's showing me the sport mode. I don't know, I'm a sucker for stuff like that. That's one of the things that lacks on my Raptor. I mean, you have some customization and some of the stuff changes, but not like they do in the 24 and 25 Raptors. And so it's small things like that that make me, you know, make me as giddy as a schoolboy. But the sound, the exhaust on this, I know there's probably some exhausts that are louder. The Z06 is louder because it sits right behind you. The engine, the Viper is probably louder, but just for overall quality, the proper loudness, the proper sound, that deep-throated, and when you brake and it gears down, and it's hard to beat a 5.0 Mustang. It just is. I don't care what anybody says. And there are people that put pipes on these and put more exhaust. I don't even know if you can hear me right now. I don't know why people would put more exhaust on this. It's crazy. So I just had to look to see what, not only what the speed limit was on this road, because I forget sometimes, but how fast I was going. It was kind of hard to find. So the bright spot of that is when a cop pulled you over and says, do you know how fast you were driving? You can honestly say, no, not really. So, you know, it's not like you'll be lying about it. I'm not going to get this on the highway like I normally do, because a lot of times when we're going to the highway, we're trying to get to a road where I'm trying to do a draggy, and since I've already done 2 in that parking lot, and I don't know why it took me this long to figure out you could do a 0 to 60 draggy in that parking lot without getting on a public road is beyond me. But sometimes I'm a slow learner. What can I say? See the gear down, it's just awesome sounding. We're gonna go back here a little bit through Research Park. We got some curves and some roads. It's some fun driving, and then we'll head back to the dealership. But I want everybody to, you know, like I said, I'm in track mode, so I got a tight steering wheel, which I like. The engine's revved up, the exhaust is revved up, and this thing is ready to go. Suspension tight, feeling every nook and cranny on this road, but it's not a bad ride. Oh, we got a red light. Never hit this red light. Oh, it's a flashing red. I wonder if there's some cops out here today. Is there some federales? Open it up. That sounds amazing. Tell me what you think in the comments below about the Dark Horse. This particular one has the aero package. So it's got the fin, it's got a couple, like I said, it's got the, in the review, it's got the torsion, rear axle. It's got, you know, also got the premium package in it. And so this is about as maxed out as you can get a Dark Horse without putting a freaking Whipple on it. So I think the MSRP on this particular one is $72. It is slightly used with a couple thousand miles, so you can probably get it for cheaper than that. But right off the lot with no miles, $72,000. Tell me what you think of the Dark Horse, or do you think for $72,000 they should tune it different and get more than 500 horsepower? Maybe they could up it to 6 or 650. Just throwing it out there, Ford, in case you see this. One of the things I will knock on this is that on the inside, the air conditioner controls, fan speed, temperature controls is all touchscreen. There's a few buttons and knobs down here, but it's mostly touchscreen, and so Ford needs to get back to the buttons and knobs. I will knock it on that. Full throttle. Awesome. Effing awesome. Sound is just intoxicating. 14 in the city, my ass, I would be getting 10, because at every red light, any anytime I'd have to get on a parkway or get off onto another street and I'd take a slight curve, I would be gunning the hell out of it. Might could get 22 on the highway. Depends on how much, I mean, because, I mean, not, you say that, but then you'd want to be getting it up to 100, 110, 120. Awesome. Effing awesome. Obviously they don't know this is flashing red. Open throttle, give it the business. Yes, sir. Remember that it's 60 kilometers an hour in a short amount of time going around a curve that I probably could have done 80 or 90 kilometers an hour on, if not more. So, pretty good in my book. Remember, everything is in kilometers an hour. I don't advocate breaking speed limits. I don't advocate having a good time in cars. I definitely don't advocate giving them the business unless you find yourself in a foreign country like Mexico. So, everything is in kilometers. Alright everybody, hope you enjoyed the review, hope you enjoyed the drive, hope you enjoy the Dragy. If you want to criticize me for the Dragys on a super hot day with a heat-soaked engine in a public parking lot, go ahead. However, I'll take a 466 in those conditions anytime. Headed back to the dealership, we'll wrap it up. See y'all in a bit. There you have it everybody. The 2025 Mustang Dark Horse. No matter how many times you drive it, it's always fun as hell, and this is a badass car. Special shout out to my friends at Woody Anderson Ford for giving me some time with this today. Go check them out at their website if you're interested with any Ford, this car, Ford Focus, a F-150, or a Maverick Lobo. They got it, and they'll help you out. Ask for Philip Henderson. He helps me out. He'll help you out. Remember, when you catch yourself in a big parking lot like we were today in the back roads of Tijuana, go ahead and have a good time with your car or truck. Give it the business, and watch out for the federales. We'll talk to you later.